Hey friends, Jason here for Chart Guys, doing a quick video on gold. We missed yesterday's video, so let's catch up. Luckily, not a lot has happened on the daily time frame. All in all, we're still setting higher highs, higher lows. We're starting at a little bit of a tightening range. We'll look at that next. But our daily resistances are 1480, 1486, 1492, and finally 1494. Still in daily uptrend until we lose 1461 and a nearby support 1458. Below that, we got our two touches way back here in the early part of this daily uptrend, 1450 and 1445. Now, what's interesting is that if we clear this chart, and I'm not going to do that, let's go ahead and clear it. Why not? What I'm noticing is that we're getting this tightening range, and it's starting to almost look like we could be building ourselves a little bit of an ascending wedge. Ascending wedge is a tightening range that does generally indicate more downside action, and it's not really giving us enough data here to conclusively call this an ascending wedge on the daily time frame. But what's interesting is if we go to the 4-hour time frame, we may be able to draw a more elegant picture of what we're seeing. And we're going to go ahead and grab our points. And I'm just picking the top of my green candlesticks here, trying to connect a couple and see what lines up. And you know what? This is pretty good. Just to keep everything in place nicely, I'm going to go and pick that candlestick. And I'm trying to contain about 99% of the action. And then I'm going to go and grab this big red guy. And I'll grab this one down here. And we can see in general, we're getting most of our data in the form of these candlesticks inside our pattern. Now this is good. That looks better than our daily candlestick, and we can say with some degree of certainty that we are in a wedge shape. Well, whether this will break bearish and have a big downside follow through, that remains to be seen. We can certainly negate these patterns, but we are seeing the sloping trend lines and the touches and confirmations that require that pattern to be built out. So on the daily time frame, we are still setting higher highs, higher lows. All of those key levels that I talked about, we are inside a 4-hour ascending wedge. So we will expect this daily uptrend to continue. Generally, these break around the 70% mark most of the time. I believe that's the textbook taught number. Somewhere about 70% of your patterns going to play out before you expect a break. So right around the new year, we could expect gold to see some sort of follow through. Either we're going to negate this pattern with a nice bullish move to the upside and just upset a lot of short sales and anyone bearish, or we're going to see a bearish follow through, in which case we're going to go look at those historical levels. And those key levels, especially this low at 1445, would be a key level for us at that point, because that would be the first major weekly resistance or support that we would see. So say we dawdle around in here, we break bear, we'll get a little bit of consolidation, another break. There's some first major support that we're going to look at for a potential reversal should we get down there. So just keep an eye on this pattern as it develops. It may become something, it may not. On the 4-hour time frame, aside from being in this ascending wedge, we are looking at a 4-hour change in trend. Here we're trading sideways. You can see that because our 4 and our 5 EMAs, the blue and yellow here, are chopping together. And when EMAs move in the same direction with the same spread, we can't really rely on them because the average is the same. They don't work if there's no trend. But we are looking at a high, a lower high in the 4-hour into a little bit of a dump. We'll see if that has any follow through on it. Currently, we're looking at a loss of control for the 4-hour bears and a loss of control for the hourly bulls here with this big drop and having them unable to set a new higher high on the hourly time frame. A little bit of a tightening range themselves, still pinned down by our EMA 5. So that is the interesting things that I'm noticing on gold today. Still a real lack of volatility. I think it's coiling up. Something big is going to happen. What that is and what direction it is, we don't know. But we speculate, we plan, and we react. So that is what we will be doing on gold. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.